Welcome back to Soon 73 Tai Chi. Today's lesson is move number 61, which is officially labeled as step and punch low. We've got this. We're ready. We've already done our warm-ups. We are aware of how we're breathing today and how all of the joints of the body are moving today. Centering in ourselves to begin our flow, facing 12 o'clock, with the feet in a symmetrical V or monkey stance. The knees are slightly bent, we're tall. And at ease as we breathe deep and slow in and out of the nose. And that's when we begin our Tai Chi flow. No weight on the right foot as it turns to 12 o'clock, but immediately it takes our weight again. The right foot takes all of the weight nice and stable as the left foot floats in front towards 10 or 10:30-ish. Touching the right hand with the left, two fingers that slide around the wrist to the thumb side as we step to 3 for the end of leisurely Tai Chi, aligning the feet in a good solid symmetry for the breath in to move through the entire body, and the breath out leads us to single whip left with the left foot stepping towards 12 o'clock for the uprooting push. Touching the right ball of the foot with no weight at all. In lifting hands. Here is our only straightforward push with no uprooting. Returning to palm facing palm for the mindful breath in, opening hands. And breathing out, closing hands. Brush knee left takes us towards 9 o'clock. Flows right into playing the lute, touching the left bubbling well, and then the heel as we flip the hands for the first parry, stepping softly and mindfully for the second parry, and a left bow stance as we punch right fist over left forearm and withdraw into block and close or embrace the tiger. And push the mountain. Right foot ideally brings us to shoulder width, positioning left foot to point forward for open hands and close hands. Brush knee right towards 3 o'clock now. Sets us up for a leisurely Tai Chi towards 3 o'clock with the right palm coming in now. The left hand supports the right palm. Once more in the uprooting push to 3 o'clock. Left foot to 12. Right toes pivot in for another breath and open and close the belly and hands expanding before we step back. With the left foot in, single whip back, another uprooting push to 12. Turning in the right foot, the right hand drops down, pivoting on the empty left foot before stepping into right fist under left elbow. Leading us to an empty cat stance and repulse monkey to 6 o'clock. 180-degree turn for repulse monkey, 12 o'clock. And a soft, gentle flow to brush knee left and leisurely Tai Chi with the left hand now drawing energy in and holding up to the sky. Circling starts from the waist and the uprooting push to 9 o'clock where the right foot adjusts its shoulder width for the left toes to pivot in for another relaxed, easy, mindful breath. Leading us to single whip Right, with the right foot stepping to 12 for the uprooting push. Opening the whip and then reeling it back in as we begin wave hands like clouds to the right. Still feeling elongated from the top of the head. Putting the foot down mindfully with no weight and aware, conscious of transferring weight from foot to foot. Taking our third right side step and our third wave hands like clouds. Fingers pointing to 2 o'clock now in higher horse, left bubbling while touches, and then turns towards 3 as we position the hands, fingers up for toe kick left, and fingers are still up in our toe kick right. Turning to face 3 o'clock to extend left hand and circle it over right elbow, forming 2 fists for the downward punch. Looking to 9 o'clock, floating out the right foot, flipping the fists for the punch, opening the hands for the step, bringing up the left knee only to where is easy for you today. Same with slapping the right leg. Remember to be gentle with yourself and that every day is different. A little squeeze of all the muscles, keeping them working, sinking, or not. For toe kick left towards 10 o'clock, spinning or not around to 9 o'clock for our heel kick right, and another round of peri-peri punch towards our 9 o'clock. As you know, this time it's reversed. It's the left fist punching over the right forearm. And withdraw. Pushing the mountain to 9 sets us up with turning in our feet to 6 o'clock for another open and close mindful breath. Or now, we turn our attention to 2 o'clock for the brush knee left and leisurely Tai Chi. Left palm and foot lead us in that direction. And a little step here, right toes pointing to 3, slightly in front of where the left toes pivot inward with even weight, open and close, mindful belly breathing. Single whip leads us into parting the wild horse's mane. Hand and foot moving in harmony. Smooth, easy, relaxed flow. As we finish and move into leisurely Tai Chi with the right hand and right foot leading us to 3 o'clock. And of course, the left toes point back at 12 o'clock first, then the right toes pivot inward for a mindful breath in open and close. Single whip left, uprooting push. Once we open the whip, we bring it back in and begin our first left side step in wave hands like clouds. The entire body feeling at ease. The mind feeling also at ease in our second wave. If we notice any tension creep into the muscles, we release it immediately and take our third wave to the left, pointing in the right toes. The right hand turns up. For our lowering move, wiping off the right hand, touching left bubbling well, and then the heel, transitioning to golden rooster. Of course, you know, it's up to you how low you sink, but here the eyes stay forward, not looking down. But we are looking slightly behind us as we roll through the various sections of fan through the back. Facing 9 o'clock as we extend left hand, right palm is open as we press on chi. We find symmetry in the entire body before stepping out with the right foot towards 3 o'clock and transitioning to our first. Fair Lady works the shuttle, facing around 1:30 or 2, turning 180 degrees to about 7 o'clock for the right foot to step, right hand outside the temple. Right foot kind of a half step towards 6, but then left foot leads us to the third. Fair Lady works the shuttle towards 4 o'clock, 4:30-ish. And it's the right foot that leads us to the final Fair Lady with the left hand now out in front. Both hands point to 10:30 as we position in higher horse or high pat on horse. And here we have cross hands, pat foot. First with the right hand, then with the left. And today's lesson is 61. Step and punch low. So we have another step with the left foot as the right fist prepares. The right foot steps, and we sink and punch low with the right fist. But notice I'm not looking down. I'm looking to my 3 o'clock in this punch. And that's our lesson today. Step and punch low. For the front view, you know, we end here after the right hand brushes over the knee, the left hand brushes, and we put the foot down softly. The palms are down. So here is our move 61. We take our second step with the left foot. The right hand makes a fist. We take our third step with the right foot, and we sink and punch low. From this side, we can see the right hand is just outside, and the left hand is kind of punching down at an angle. If you can sink really low, maybe it doesn't have to angle. It can just go straight. Let's go over that lesson today and get all the details. So we're facing our 3 o'clock. As we end, move 60, brushing with the right hand, brushing with the left hand. So the stepping part, you know that you put your right foot down after that step. And this begins step and punch low, where we count it as 3 steps. So this would be our first step, with the right toes slightly angled out to 4 o'clock. And then the left foot steps through, toes in a comfortable position to take our third step with the right foot towards 3 o'clock. At this point, the left bubbling well just touches as we sink a little low on that right leg. So all of the weight is on the right leg. And again, we are looking forward for this punch. You could say it's 3 steps. After move 60, we would have step 1 with the right foot, step 2, space between the feet with the left foot, and then the third step with the right foot going towards 3 o'clock, the left bubbling well touches, and we sink a little on the right leg. I think of it as 3 steps after move 60. Brush, brush, And step one with the right foot. Leave space between feet for second step with left foot. Third step, the right foot goes to 3 o'clock. The little follow step, and we sink onto the right leg, only to comfort. I want to emphasize once more that anytime we're lowering on one leg, we want the knee to stay over the ankle. Sometimes in the live classes, I will see people lower and bring the knee forward of the toe. But I can't see what you're doing as you practice, so I tell you again, be aware that if the knee goes forward of the toe when you have all your weight on the right foot, it can be very damaging to the knee. So it depends on your body and strength as to how low you can sink on the right leg, keeping the knee in line with the ankle to keep that joint safe. It's a good habit to build up. In regular life, we go low a lot, and if we have that habit already in place from our daily Tai Chi practice, the chances of getting injured are much less. Let's bring in the hands. We know that after move 60, we have cross hands, right hand ending after the pat, left hand ending down. So the palms are down as we take our first step. In the second step now with the left foot, the right hand stays where it is, but it makes a fist. And the left hand is kind of in front of the body. It's as though when we take the third step and punch with the right hand, the left hand pulls in so that we pull something in to punch it, you could say. Pull in and punch, right? Pull someone towards you, and then you can punch low. Let's go through it a few times. So after 60, right hand, left hand. Step one, the hands are low. Step two, with left foot, right hand makes a fist, left hand gets ready. For the third step, where we punch while we sink, draw in with the left hand and touch the left bubbling well. All of that at the end kind of happens simultaneously. That's why we'll go through it a couple more times after cross hands, pat foot, or in my case, pat knee. We have step one. Step two, with the left foot, make the right fist. Step three, with the right foot, and then pull in with the left hand, sink low, and touch bubbling well. So in this low punch, we are not punching down like we did before. This is a low punch going forward instead of down like we did facing this direction previously. So be aware we're punching towards our 3 o'clock, not down at the ground. As we run through it again, nice and stable on the left foot for the right hand to brush, the left hand to brush. Step one, the hands are low. Step two, the hands are preparing. Step three, we take the step and then the hands go into action as we pull in, punch, and sink low while touching the left bubbling well. From move 60, pat knee or pat foot, step one with the right foot. Step two with the left, prepare with the hands. Step three, all the weight's on the right foot as we pull in, touch left bubbling well, and punch low. Not punch down, punch low. Let's do one more time. From move 60, facing 3 o'clock on the left foot, we brush over right knee or right foot. Step one in 61. Step 2, the hands prepare. Step 3, we take the step and then the hands actually go into action in the punch. So that we end roughly with the right palm facing the left elbow. Let's do one more time together in this version where we're facing 3 o'clock now on the right foot as we take our first step. The hands prepare as the left foot steps. On the third step with the right foot, it takes our weight. We pull in, sink, and punch. Let's put it into a little bit of flow. Starting here, in the middle of our fan through the back. Stepping out with the right hand and foot towards 3 o'clock. Turning out the right foot, the right hand comes low, and we take our first left-footed step towards Fair Lady works the shuttle to 1:30 or 2. Our right step in our second Fair Lady towards 7 o'clock-ish. The right foot has a little reposition towards 6. The left foot steps towards 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock-ish. And our final Fair Lady works the shuttle. The right foot steps to 10 o'clock. The right hand is overhead. Now we position the hands, touch right bubbling well, and high pat on horse. We turn the right foot towards 3. We turn the left foot, shoulder width. We bring up the right knee for cross hands, pat foot. Step 1. Step 2, the hands prepare. In the third step, we then go low, drawing in the left hand as we punch. All the weight is on the right foot here. And that's our lesson for today. I would encourage you to go back to the beginning video of this video and flow through the entire Tai Chi form, coming all the way through move 61, step and punch low. Or perhaps you remember that and you don't need the video anymore. Well done! I'll see you for the next lesson.